right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Cincinnati Lions facing the Baltimore Barons. Here are the starters for Cincinnati. We've got Garnett, Lee out there with Kobe. Then it's Pippen, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. Green kicks to Ingram. Williams sends a screen for Ingram. Over Garnett. That one off the back iron and out. The Barons come into this one after the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. The three from Bryant. Second chance shot, and the layup by Lee.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Pippen against Ingram. The 15-footer, good. And this is an interesting time of the season, isn't it, Clark, for a lot of these coaches? Having to balance minutes and keep players healthy for the long haul.
Yeah, it is a bit of a balancing act, Kevin. A lot of players don't like to take a seat when they're healthy and able to play. All of these guys, when you get to this level, everybody is a high-level competitor. And sometimes, even if it's for their own good, it's hard to tell them they got to take a night off. Again, I think you go back to reducing practice time and giving players a chance to play in every game that they're able to play in.
Outside, Green. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Just 5 to shoot. Chalk up 2 there.
Good read from Green there. Getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
On the wing, Lee. Back to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Lee against Young. Outside Bryant. From outside, off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Green kicks to Wallace. Wallace with a screen on Bryant. Garnett grabs the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Kobe, the pass to O'Neal. Now the dish to Lee. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Boy, good work from the big man. Shaq knows exactly when to find the open man.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's Young on the wing. Over Lee. Young, no good. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Garnett with a screen on Young. No good from Lee. Last game for Cincinnati, they picked up the W against Virginia. High post Young. He's against Lee. Wallace with a screen for Ingram. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore. And Baltimore going with the whole new group out there. .158 left here in the opening quarter. The pass to Hart to end the drought. Again, the miss by Baltimore. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. Makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Hart. Allen trying to break free. Hart, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Ellis can't get it to go. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Barons. Trailing by 4. Pass to Hart. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Now here's Ellis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rebounded by Hart.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Villanueva against Carter. Pass to Sohan. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And the long reach of Wiseman, using it so well to just alter that shot on the way up.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lions lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court right now for Cincinnati, we've got Shaquille O'Neal, Lee out there with Williams. It's Garnett, and it's Baldwin in at the small forward position. Shot's good by Garnett.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation, and the height of the release point makes that a reliable mid-range look.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
That's good from Young. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Ryan is checked in for Williams.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Sinks the triple.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now, here is Young. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Garnett with the screen for Lee. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
4 on the clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Garnett's got 6 points.
Garnett really comfortable shooting as soon as he catches it. He's got a lot of confidence in his jump shot.
Young finds Carter. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball called. So
it's Cincinnati now. And And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Timeout called, the Barons. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Baltimore making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. The Lions changing it up. Sally, he's checked in for Shaq. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Kobe. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Young outside. It's Ingram on the wing. 6 to shoot. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
What about those dribble moves from Ingram? I mean, he's really good at carving his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
Lee passes to Garnett. Over Williams. Misses off the right iron. Baltimore trails by 7. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
It's Young on the wing. Now the pass to Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Wallace. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And some changes here for the Barons. Allen's checked in for Patrick Williams. Josh Hart comes in for Jalen Green. And it's Josh Christopher in for Young.
One shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Ellis, the pass to Wallace. Open for 3. That one's not going to go. And the Barons the other way now. To the inside. Here's Ingram. Ball is trying to break free. And Wiseman sends it back.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Santi Aldama at the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. Williams is checked in for Scottie Pippen. Good on the second free throw. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Barons. It's a 5-point game. Over Wallace. And that one's good. Ingram's got 6 points.
Concentration level, worthy of respect when you look at Ingram, how he maintains that concentration at all times.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Christopher. He's guarded by Ellis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Cincinnati again missing. Here are the Barons. They trail by 1. Buries the long-range jumper. Christopher's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wallace outside. Passes it to Ellis. And it's Wiseman at the elbow. And here's a look at what's coming up for Baltimore. On Friday, they'll head out on the road and face the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some more.
That free throw good from Wiseman.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back, always growing as a player.
Carter, he's checked in for Baltimore. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Villanueva's checked in. And both free throws good for Wiseman. 55 seconds left to play here in the half. Carter, the pass to Hart. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Cincinnati again missing.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Allen kicks to Hart. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Here's Wiseman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Lions, James Wiseman, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wiseman. Just 4 seconds left here in the second. 1 second left. That shot no good. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lee really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Green is out there with Young. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Wallace. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. Trains the 3-pointer.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
And for the Lions, Lee out there with Kobe. And it's Garnett, then there's Pippen, and it's Shaq in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Barons, Ingram is out there with Williams, and it's Green, and it's Young, and it's Wallace in at the 5 spot.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now here's Lee. 12 points for him.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Lee against Young. Beyond the arc. No good from Lee. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Here's Wallace after the basket by Cincinnati. And Shaq pulls it down. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Cincinnati shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Line for the Lions. Lee, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. The Lions making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Baltimore trails by 6. Green, the pass to Wallace. Over in the corner, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Wallace with a screen for Williams. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Garnett with a screen on Young. There's Lee with the 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Timeout called the Barons. Baltimore trails by 9. They kick it out to Green. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. It goes all day long. David, thank you.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Baldwin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Young looking around. Wallace left side. Just 4 to shoot. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Lee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, Sally goes back up. No good from Lee. And so Green will bring it up for Baltimore. 4-point game.
Green's activity on offense is something I really appreciate. Because of that, I think he makes the defense typically commit fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lions.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
He hits the second from the line. 1:16 left to play in the third. Pass to Baldwin. Wiseman with the ball. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Baltimore. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Ryan's checked in. In the corner, Wallace with it. Outside, Kobe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Wallace misses. Baltimore trails by 3. Here's Christopher. Outside, Carter. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Lee's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good. Hart's got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Christopher. They set the pick. Pass to Hart for the lead. Misses the 3. 3/4 of play in a close game here. It's the Lions leading by a point. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it. And
it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for Cincinnati. Garnett out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And there's Bryant. Then there's Pippen. And it's Villanueva in at the 3. Now here's Villanueva. Pippen, the pass to Garnett. Over Williams. KG. That's good. And the Lions lead by 3.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Outside Carter. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hard against Pippen. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now it's a 6-point Cincinnati lead.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Here's Carter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Charlie Villanueva.
First team foul. At the line for the Barons, Vince Carter. At the line for 2.
That's good from Carter.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Jalen Green comes in for Josh Hart. And Trae Young subbed in for Josh Christopher. Lee's checked in for Cincinnati. Now here's Lee. And the pass to Garnett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
Kevin Garnett at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Baltimore making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Allen, right side. He kicks it to Ingram. Shoots over Pippen. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling it in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And that one's good by Shaq.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Young for 3. No good there. And it's Cincinnati the other way. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pippen finds Garnett. Clock at 6. Back to Pippen. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. He's so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
Now, here is Young. Down low. Out to Ingram. It's up a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he's good on the first of 3.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Wallace is checked in for Jared Allen. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And he nails the third. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Up top, Pippen. He's covered by Ingram. Outside Pippen. Here's Garnett. 5 on the clock. The shot will not fall. And Baltimore going the other way now. Green kicks to Young. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Cincinnati leading by 5. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Williams passes to Ingram. O'Neal against Walls. Over O'Neal. And that one hits back iron. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Cincinnati. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kobe's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now, he's got that kind of range from outside. You have to chase Bryant off the line.
Williams, a screen on O'Neal. Wallace looking for an opening. In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots over Pippen, and it's Ingram missing.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Garnett trying to break loose. Young against Lee. Williams with a clean look. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Fires from 18. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Baltimore calls time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, the Barons head coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thank you, David. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Wallace. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Bryant, and he commits the intentional foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for the Lions. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And Baltimore calls time here. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fourth team foul. At the line for Cincinnati, Scottie Pippen.
Shoot 2.
Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Ellis with it. So it's the Lions picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Fresh.